Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Kenny Tate with Monty Box Realtors. It is Monday, January the 3rd of 2011, bringing you our first weekly market update for this brand new year. And in order to do that, we're going to take a look back at the whole year last year, give you the raw numbers, and kind of tell you what they mean to us. If you look at your graph, you'll see our 2009 year-end totals of closed properties in the greater Tulsa area. There were 12,975 properties that changed hands through the MLS system, so close to 13,000. The number that you see on the bottom is obviously for 2010. One thing you need to keep in mind for those 2010 numbers is that we're very early into the new year, and there were closings that were taking place at the end of the last week that won't be counted into that number. But the year-over-year totals mean that the number of sales dropped by 1,875 from 2009 to 2010. So I don't think there are that many that are out there to be processed this week. So we have had our fourth year in a row of a decreasing number of transactions taking place from the peak of the market in 2006, when we had almost 16,000 properties that changed hands, down to the 11,100 that we're at now. So definitely a more difficult market in terms of the number of sales. That means your property's got to be in show condition at all times, got to be priced ready right out of the gate, and have good access and an aggressive marketing plan. What I do want to caution you against is necessarily considering those numbers and saying, gosh, this market's in the tank. Because if you look at the average sale prices, you can see that in 2010 the average sale price actually went up. That's kind of an interesting phenomenon with the number of properties being sold going down, but basically what that means is that sellers have not had to come off drastically on prices. Now, there are isolated incidences where people are definitely seeing some downward pressure on prices. What I will tell you is that 9 times out of 10 in those situations is those sellers have actually had to come back to the price that they needed to relative to the condition of the property. Not so much the market, but the condition. In 2007, when we were at almost 16,000 sales, what sellers were able to do is necessarily kind of throw anything out there, and there were so many buyers that they didn't have to worry about the condition of the property that they're in. So anytime we're seeing big downward pressure, generally speaking, what that means is that property's probably not in good marketable shape. So before you get ready to put your property on the market this year, give us a call. Let us come in and tell you the things that buyers are looking for and the things that you need to be aware of, that you're going to have to put a little lipstick on the pig, so to speak, and get things looking as pretty as they possibly can. So that's where the market ended up last year. I hope you'll tune in every Monday to get an update on where the market is at throughout 2011. Hope that all your resolutions are still intact this morning, and we will see you next week.